Friction force is non-conservative, so the work done is not stored as potential energy. The work done by friction results in energy transfers to thermal energy. It makes thermal energy flow as heat inside the box on the floor, raising temperature on both components. Using the definition of work done by force parallel to the motion of an object moving through the distance d, work equals force times distance. If the coefficient of kinetic friction is k, then it can also be written as that. Now moving on to our next topic, which is power. Power could mean being the best, or power over your job, power of what you're going to eat, but power is different in physics. How do we measure power? A unit called a watt, created by James Watt. 1 watt equals to 1 joule per second. If P represents powers in watt, it is P equals theta E over theta T, or like delta E over delta T. Okay, so the last one is called Hooke's Law, the last and most important one. A spring might be familiar to you inside of the pens that you might taken out before. So this applies to Hooke's Law. It's basically something deformed by a force, and then it is returned to its original shape after it is removed. So there are so many examples of springs, but let's just stick with the regular metal coil that you're most familiar with. The elasticity of a spring is a fundamental property of the coil that the spring is made of. The spring has the ability to jump back by a twist. So when you get a wire that's straight and then you twist the wire in the spring, it allows us to exploit properties of the wire into a smaller space. It makes it easier for companies to build mechanical devices like cars for us to use. So Mr. Robert Hooke notices that stress compared to the strain curve has a linear region. The force required to stretch an elastic object is directly proportional to the spring's extension. So F is the force, and then X is the length of extension, and K is the constant of proportionality. When you pull down on the spring, it causes an extension to go downwards toward the floor that you're extending it to. But if you release it, you're causing it an upward extension. And when you cause an upward extension, it is supposed to go upwards because you're releasing the spring back up into the sky. That's a wrap for today's lesson. I hope you understood a bit more about work and energy, and if you have any questions, feel free to email me. I put my contact info into the description box, and yeah, that's all about today. Stay safe. See you next time. Bye.